Now, YouTube works through favourites and likes. The more people that like and favourite your video, the higher it up is in the list. So people were basically using these giveaways as a way to get more money, and the prizes they were putting on were a lot less value, worth a lot less than the money they were getting from the video. So there was obviously a little bit of a scandal about that people were basically trying to show themselves as caring for their subscribers, when in reality they were just doing it out of purely selfish means. And there was a big hoo-ha about it, and some big hitters in the gaming community like Hutch and Woody had a big discussion about it on one of his Painkiller Already podcasts, and I think that sort of blew over in the end. But it's interesting to note that one of the main proponents of that scandal was Whiteboy7thst. Now, I don't know who he is. He seems like a perfectly nice guy. I am subscribed to him. I think he does some good videos. But what's seeming to be a trend it seems to be a trend appearing, that whenever there's a scandal or an area of debate, Whiteboy always seems to be in the centre of it. And he doesn't seem to be on the centre of it on the good side. He seems to be the one trying to cheat the system. He seems to be the one trying to knock other people's videos off the top spot out of spite. And I'm not sure if I like that. I like Woody's channel because he seems to be, an honest guy, full of integrity, who's just in it, as a hobby. And yeah, he's got success, but it's not the be all and end all for him. He's much rather have fun than do it simply for success. And I think Whiteboy's at the other end of that. I think he's just gone out to purposely shaft other YouTubers to get personal profit, and I'm not sure if that's right. Now, you guys might have a different opinion. You might say, it's all about the power of the subscriber, and obviously Whiteboy's done very well to get so many subscribers. He could categorise his videos and use his subscribers as he sees fit. Now, that is a fair enough argument. But when you use your power to needlessly undermine and damage other people's YouTube channels, that is where the line should be drawn, in my opinion. And I think Whiteboy has stepped over the line. Now, to further my argument that he's just publicity seeking, when Woodysgamertag contacted Whiteboy and said, "Listen, I don't agree with what you've done, can we ever talk about it?" Whiteboy refused to talk about it in private on Skype. He insisted on talking about it over Twitter to generate some more interest and some more chat about his channel. Now, that for me is the final argument, the final nail in the coffin, as it were. Where Woody wanted to act sensibly about it. He wanted to discuss it in private to get a solution and to understand why Whiteboy did it. But Whiteboy flat refused Woody's request, and the way Woody described it was, he had him on Skype and he was messaging him, and Whiteboy refused to answer. Yet when he posted on Twitter a question about it, Whiteboy answered straight away. So Whiteboy was blatantly online and just ignoring him on Skype. And then later on, when Woody went, "Listen, this is getting a little bit out of hand. Can we chat over this on Skype in private?" Whiteboy flatly refused again, eager for the publicity. And that is quite damning, in my opinion. So not only has he intentionally shafted a fellow YouTuber, a very popular and very talented YouTuber in my opinion, he has then refused to chat amicably about what he's done, and deliberately, used the kerfuffle, for want of a better word, to generate some more publicity for his channel. And I don't think that's right, because he has intentionally shafted a fellow YouTuber, and then when that YouTuber has understandably been annoyed and wanted to discuss it, he has flatly refused to discuss it unless it's on Twitter, when he can get even more publicity out of it. Now, I'm not very happy about that. I mean, you can say, well, what's it got to do with you? But I think YouTubers, they're in such a powerful position, and they've done well to get where they are. And then I see it as an abuse of power when one of the YouTubers does something like that. And I hope Woody comes out of this with his head held high, because in my opinion, he is the stronger YouTuber. He is a much more honest guy. I think his channel has a bit more integrity, and that's what I like about him. That's why I'm subscribed to him. So I'm seriously considering unsubscribing from Whiteboy because of this. And you know, you might think, well, you're only one subscriber, what does your opinion matter? Are you even going to make a difference? But bad publicity like this will eventually mount up. You know, the giveaway scandal, all stuff like that, the miscategorizing of videos, you could argue that, yeah, it's only because he wants his channel to get noticed and he doesn't want to do it to shaft other channels. But when he deliberately shafts another channel just to gain publicity, I think that's a little bit over the top. And yeah, I'm strongly thinking about unsubscribing. And if, you know, it might even be just another 1,000 people think like I do and unsubscribe, then you might think it's nothing. It's such a small part of his subscriber base, but bad publicity builds up. People get to know that Whiteboy's perhaps doing things like this just to gain publicity and to annoy other YouTubers, and I don't think that's right. And you might have a completely different opinion, and I'd love to hear it, and I don't want this to turn into a troll war or a flame war and people picking their camps and having a slanging match. I want it to be a reasonable discussion, and if you have an opinion that's different to mine, I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to see where you're coming from, because obviously this isn't cut and dry. This could go either way. There's plenty of different opinions that people could have on this matter, and I'd like to hear what you have to say on it. And if you do have an opinion, please leave a comment, and I'd love to get a discussion going. But please don't just troll and say, oh, Woody's a fag, whatever, la 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 la, because it's just pointless and no one gets anywhere. So I think that's quite an interesting topic to talk about, and I don't really want to talk about anything else and detract from that. I really want to focus on this topic. So I'm going to cut the video a little short, but please, can you leave a comment on what you think, because I actually think this is quite important. And it's, you know, two very, very famous people in the YouTube gaming community, and which side are you on? Whose side are you on? Do you even have a side? Do you care if people miscategorize videos or try and suppress other YouTubers' videos? You know, this is a perfect opportunity for the gaming community to have their say, as it were, on what they think. Now, yeah, I'm not a representative. I'm only one person. Perhaps my opinions are completely different to what yours are, but I think it's important to start a discussion about this. Now, when Woody released his video on YouTube saying what had happened, just in case people had missed it, he did it in a way that wouldn't start a troll war. So he censored the comments. He only put comments up that were sensible, that weren't flaming or troll, and he put up comments that had both opinions, and that's, I think, a very sensible thing to do, and that's something that I would like to do here. So if you guys have an opinion on it, please leave a comment, but as long as it's sensible, and I'd love to see your feedback, guys. So once again, thanks for watching. Unfortunately, the PSN is still down, so there's no date on other Call of Duty videos, but all being well, there will be one this week. I cross my fingers on that, because it's been a long time. But if the PSN is still, down this week and it's showing no signs of being back up, I will find other videos to put up for you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, guys.